Disneyland queue times. Just how accurate are they? Is it really a 35-minute wait? I don't know. Come along with me and let's find out on some of your favorite attractions here at Disneyland in California. Good morning and happy 4th of July from the Avengers campus here at Disney's California Adventure. I just finished my rope drop morning ride on Guardians of the Galaxy. I got Burning Love, such a good song and cycle. You know, I've always been curious about the posted wait times and how accurate they are. So, even though it's a busy holiday weekend and the line just shot up a little bit, I'm gonna get in line and just kind of see how accurate it is and what you can expect when you see a posted queue time out in front. So with that, I gotta get some coffee first. Let's go. It has been about 3 minutes and I am now walking into the study. And this is just to show the standard queue versus the lightning lane. Now, this is probably the third round of lightning lane that has been admitted in since I've been standing in this same spot. So again, that just goes to show you that sometimes your wait can just be a little bit elongated if there's an influx of people going into the lightning lane.
Motivation for me to escape. I go, ow! Ow! Oh, but that was not part of the plan!
Just finished another ride on Guardians of the Galaxy. I got my favorite song, Free Ride. It always makes for such a great time. It's so much fun. And as you saw, when I got into the queue, it was a posted wait time of 25 minutes. Now, it took me 13 minutes to get into the pre-show. And again, that's where Disney technically cuts the line off. They are not running at full capacity, so things are running a little bit slower. Guardians is always going to be my favorite rope drop here at Disney's California Adventure. Now, in the morning, again, you can usually get pretty lucky and knock it out a few times, but here's usually the trend that I see. If you can make it during rope drop and you get on right away, when you come back out, there is going to be a posted wait time. And because the lightning lanes really aren't that full, the line is going to move relatively quickly. So even though the queue looks pretty full, it moves very fast. And then the queue is going to fizzle out, it is going to drop down significantly again, and then usually around 9 or so, it's going to start to pick up due to the lightning lane volume, and then due to the general population of the park just growing in size. So again, my best tip, rope drop Guardians, you're going to be able to get at least 2 solid, if not 3, within that first hour if you are a huge Guardians fan like I am, and it is the best possible way to start your day here at Disneyland's California Adventure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Credit coaster. I'm Elastigirl. For your safety, make sure you pull down on the shoulder restraints.
Just finished an incredible ride here on the Incredicoaster here at Disney's California Adventure. Again, the posted wait time was 15 minutes, ended up making it on the ride in 13. Just a reminder, if you are a Genie Plus holder and you see a 15-minute wait, do not use it. Do not use it. It's not worth it. This line is going to go up later in the day as the crowds start to make their way to the back of the park. Save it for then so you can get more rides in on some of your favorite rides here at Disneyland.
And please, y'all, you gotta remember, days at Disneyland can be a marathon. We need to take some time to rest, relax, reset, have a snacky, drinky break, enjoy some of the scenery, and just be still and get off our feet for a little bit. So that is what I am doing right now. Look, you know our girl is a star when she is upstaging the Pixar wheel, okay?
Ever since I saw that reel of Ariel with her eyes stuck like this, I've always hoped that when I ride to get to see that. So posted 5-minute queue time. Let's go see if Ariel is seeing straight or if she is all sorts of out of whack today and had a little too much to drink last night, okay?
I bring good news. Your clamshells will begin moving immediately. Stay in your seats now.
You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I won't know.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Whoever important who time you floating under the sea.
Well, as you could see, Ariel was well rested and thriving. Wait time, 5 minutes, right on the nose. Disney, super accurate. I'm telling you, I think they got this down to a science. We have park hopped over to Disneyland where we are going to test some of the queue times here as well. First up on the list, Star Tours. Star Tours currently has a posted 20-minute wait, which again, it being a busy 4th of July holiday, really doesn't seem to be that bad of a wait. Unfortunately, Star Tours ended up going down for a technical delay. They said it was an unspecified amount of time, so I decided to take the chance and leave the queue to move to my next ride. Disney is really good about announcing when it will be a short delay versus a long delay. So, I think it depends on the person. If it's a ride that you really want to get on, something like Rise of the Resistance or Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe wait it out a little bit and see how it goes. However, these things happen. Technical delays will happen. Do not let it ruin your Disney day. Adapt and move on. The rest of the day you still have ahead of you, of course, until it's 12 p.m. and the gates close. So just as I said, we are adapting our plan and we are moving it into Adventureland, and we are going to test out the queue for Indiana Jones, a very popular ride here at Disney. The last time I checked, it was a posted 45-minute wait. I have never waited in this line. I have always used a lightning lane, so there's a first time for everything. I think I caught this at the right time. This is where the queue is. I have a hard time believing this is going to be a 45-minute queue unless the entire inside of the hallway leading up to the vehicles is full, so we'll have to wait and see. Well, 2 for 2. Indy has gone down for a short delay and they suggested that we stay in line, so we're just going to wait it out and see what happens. Again, these things happen, especially Indiana Jones has a tendency to go down quite often, it seems, for technical delays. We're going to wait around, stick it out, and see how long it takes.
I don't know what this is, but I videoed it anyway. Now, this is not something I say too often, but I genuinely really like walking down this queue. It's giving creepy cave spelunking. It is giving Forbidden Temple. Don't come in here. Why are you in here? One thing, however, I think the queue is missing are actual artifacts from the movie shot. A lot of the other rides do that very well. They incorporate sets and pieces and items from certain movies, and that really makes the overall queue experience that much more fun and interesting.
Well, I have officially had my first really bad ride on Indiana Jones. I'm not sure what was going on. I've had like chunky rides in the past where it's kind of starty and stoppy, but after we did the bridge, first of all, no fire effects, no music, the tracking was off, but then as you go into that bug room, we came to a dead halt. And then from there, all the way to the end of the ride, we just kept starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping. So, it's just a weird experience to have it like that. And just, for a ride that is so thrilling and so fun and has so much going for it, that really deadens the experience a lot. But needless to say, 35 minutes, even with what was about a 10-15 minute delay, to still have only a 35-minute queue really not bad at all. And again, if you have a lightning lane at that time, save it. And I am so happy that I got in line when I did and avoided what is probably actually a 45-minute queue. I just got in line for another ride that I have never been on, the Jungle Cruise. It's right next door to Indiana Jones. It has a posted wait time of 30 minutes. I am excited to finally see what this ride is about. It is a very beloved Disney attraction. And yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I hope we have an amazing skipper.
I'm just kidding, we're gonna clean these books. Watch your head and watch your step, please use those handrails. Watch your head and watch. On the right side, this is concrete evidence that we're gonna see elephants in just a few moments.
Well, what was a posted 30-minute wait time ended up being 15. Skipper Dan, that poor guy, he was throwing him out there, and everybody on the boat was just like this. Just giving this guy nothing. It's kind of like that midday slump. The parents are like, we're having fun, kids, aren't we? Are we having fun? Meanwhile, nobody was having fun at all. Well, glad I did Jungle Cruise. I don't have to do it again for quite some time, but it was nice to get to experience an attraction that is near and dear to so many people's hearts. And with that, see you in a long time. I am outside yet another attraction that I've actually never been on in Disneyland. And it is Winnie the Pooh. It has a posted 5-minute wait time. I figured now is the time to ride it if I'm gonna do it. So let's jump in line and see how long the wait is.
It's me, Tigger, and being safe is what Tiggers like best. So please stay seated with your
Hang on tight, Playroom.
Is there an acid trip episode of Winnie the Pooh that I've missed? I have no idea what I just rode, what was happening, but it was very bizarre. Not in a bad way, I guess. And the fact that the vehicle just does this the whole time, it was so random. And I was like, where are we? What ride is this? Who am I? How did I get here? Oh, that's pretty. Look at those. It was very strange. Again, glad I did it. See you in a long time.
Whoops, I forgot to tell you, it was a 5-minute wait and that was at half capacity. So again, super accurate on the wait time.
So I'm outside Rise of the Resistance. It is a posted 65-minute wait. Am I gonna do it? I just don't know if I have it in me, and this is not gonna get me all the way through it. For science. Okay, I'm doing it. So here's the thing with Rise. It gets an influx of Lightning Lane, especially on a busy day. Today's the 4th of July. So my concern is that the Lightning Lane is really going to stack the standby queue, and it's going to be longer than a 65-minute wait. But we'll just have to see, won't we? It has been about 10 minutes and we have made it under the rocks.
I also wanted to note that a Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland is $25. And I just don't think a lot of people want to pay that price to skip the line. I don't feel like the Lightning Lane today was particularly full because we flew through this line.
BB-8, is everyone assembled?
Don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you. Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children.
The prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to...
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo!
28 minutes. 28 minutes on a posted 65-minute wait for Rise of the Resistance, one of the most popular rides that has ever been created. I honestly cannot believe it. I learned a couple things. That, number one, they have 2 pre-show rooms. I always thought that they only had 1, but they have 2. And I also learned that they have a B plan for when parts of the ride are not functioning. So the moment with Kylo Ren, that scene was not functioning, so instead they faced us in a different way, and then there was a whole different sequence that was happening on the screens off on the wall that are usually on your right as you are watching that scene. So it's really interesting to see the things that they do and will do to keep this ride up and running when parts are down. If this was my first time riding Rise, I never would have known that that wasn't supposed to be the scene that plays out. And that serves as a really good surprise. If that is your first time riding the ride, when you go back and ride it again, you get to see something completely different. So again, very impressed by their ability to plan ahead and have a B plan so they can keep one of the most high in-demand rides functioning on a very busy day.
It is time to try another Disneyland classic that I have actually yet to ride, the Haunted Mansion. And first impression, the facade and the gardens are absolutely stunning.
This haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
Ooh, not a fan of this merge. Not a fan of this merge at all.
The 17 minutes there from a posted 15 for Haunted Mansion. I got in line at a good time because the wait went up pretty drastically, about to 30 minutes, and then on top of it as well, the lightning lane was slammed. So I really think that my wait would have been a little bit shorter, but they kept dumping that lightning lane in and letting very little of the standard queue into the line. But again, from the moment of getting in line into the pre-show, 17 minutes, posted 15, really not too bad at all. It is now time for Big Thunder Mountain Railway.
Railroad, Jeremy, railroad.
As opposed to 20 minutes for the standby queue, let's give it a ride. I am never going to complain with an 8-minute wait from a posted 20 for Big Thunder Mountain Railway.
Oh my God, railroad.
You just can't help but smile and laugh your way through that entire ride, especially when you get to watch the little kids with their families, maybe some of them going on a roller coaster for the very first time. It is just one of the purest joys here at Disneyland that I love to get to experience when I come to the park. As I sadly watch Guardians fade further and further away into the distance, my day is concluded here at Disneyland, at Disneyland California Adventure. I just finished with a ride on Guardians, and I got my favorite song, Free Ride. So what a fitting way to end the day. And I must say, the queue times were extremely accurate today. And if anything, they were on the over-generous side. The wait time posted was usually not the wait that I waited, and oftentimes it was almost half the amount of time. So again, just because you see a really long wait time on the queue, it does not mean that is going to be the length that you wait. Oftentimes Disney overestimates in hopes that maybe it'll be shorter and it will enhance your experience for the day and put you in a better mood essentially. There were a couple occasions today where the lightning lane had a really long queue as well. And that was when I started to see that the accuracy of the wait time fluctuated just a little bit. I was really fortunate today that the lightning lane really didn't cause too many backups. The biggest surprise of the day was Rise of the Resistance. It was a posted 65-minute wait time, and it didn't even take 30 minutes to get to the pre-show, which is unbelievable on a holiday 4th of July day. So, again, don't trust those wait times, okay? And also, pack your patient pants. At the end of the day, these queues are oftentimes, if not interactive, they have a lot of things to look at. Bring some games, connect with your family, put the phones away, and just, again, enjoy your time in the parks. You're at Disneyland. What's there not to be happy about?
Hi, it's me. Just here in bed after a long day at Disney. I'm exhausted, yo. Walked over 15 miles, almost 30,000 steps. Like I said, these days are literal marathons. Literal marathons. You have to be prepared. You have to be hydrated. You have to be well nourished. And by well nourished, I mean all of the junk and all the crap that I ate today. Video coming out on that soon. Lots of really good things. Like really, really good. To summarize, my research findings today would be efficiency. I don't know if it was luck. I don't know if it was just supreme organization and staffing. I have never come to Disney and really ever felt like things were particularly disorganized or that they were low staffed. And even if they were, they cover it extremely well. But everything was just really operating quite seamlessly. And I learned that you can accomplish a lot without the Genie Plus. And look, I'm the first one to get out of line if I don't have to be in line. I will pay the fee. I don't care what it is. I do not want to wait in line. I want to ride as much as I can. I want to maximize my day. I have a little bit of a shift to perspective because, again, between the wait times not being that bad, between the things that keep your attention and are interactive within the queues, the Easter eggs that they put in there are so many things to look at. Again, I know I say this a lot, but Guardians, oh my God, there are so many things to look at, stimulation overload. It really wasn't that bad. And it is going to really weigh on my decision on whether or not to get Genie Plus when I do go to visit the park. And I will probably honestly wait to buy a day out without jumping the gun and buying it prior to going. So those were my biggest takeaways and findings for today, that you can survive the parks without the Lightning Lane. Thank you for stopping by. I would love if you showed the video some love. Give it a like. Give it a comment. I would love to interact with you. Share it with a friend. Share it with an enemy. A share is a share. It doesn't matter to me. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July, and I hope that you have a wonderful, magical week. See y'all soon. Bye.